Did you just recommend Juju Smith-Schuster to me?
Yes, I did.
Get out of my house.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Get the fuck out of my house.
500-pound man.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I have to make another 500-pound man beat. All right. The Wizards podcast. We're back after a week of no podcast because we're adults with busy lives, and except I don't have an excuse because I work 2 days a week. So
adults.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, what did we do last week then? Did we spend our time not podcasting, winning fantasy football? No, we didn't.
No,
we didn't. We scored like 100 points, around 100 in our matchups.
I think the weeks that we did no podcasts or did like half of one or whatever, I lost both weeks. And then the weeks that we did do podcasting, both week, or the 2 episodes we usually do, I won. So
we need to podcast to be able to win.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Not a problem. It's a good incentive because I want to fucking win. So crazy week 4, right? Week 4 it was. Kind of crazy week. And who were the studs of the week? Who crushed it this week? I mean, we had some players really pop off. Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to Brevin in our league that scored probably over 200 now. Let me check real quick. First to crack 200. Yep, he's at 211 points.
Mm-hmm.
In a super flex league. So not that crazy, but still 211. Gotta put some respect on his name. And currently the Chiefs and assholes are playing right now as we speak. And Chiefs are beating the assholes 23-13 or something like that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They always get the calls.
They do. I mean, the assholes versus the Saints. That's what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I don't know. Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow had a shootout. They scored a lot of points. I mean, a lot of good scoring this week. Finally, so a lot of people were fantasy viable.
Yeah. How about the players that surprised you that kind of blew up? Tank Bigsby being one. I scooped him up on Thursday. I'm pretty proud of myself. And
I did that last week though, and he did nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean, he only he likes me. He doesn't fuck around with you, so that's
I don't fuck with you.
You little stupid ass bitch. His name is Tank Bigsby though. So what about this guy? Wait, never mind.
Darnell Mooney.
It happens all the time. Darnell Mooney,
if he hasn't been picked up, man, I mean, he's got to be. I mean, that's on good games that Kirk Cousins will have. I mean,
this guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You put in the drop.
I did, but didn't he had a good week? No, let's go talk about Darnell Mooney first.
Well, I mean, the Falcons had a high score. I mean, all Drake London did well. I mean, Kyle Pitts didn't, but Kyle Pitts will do what Kyle Pitts does.
Yep, all of the players in that game did well. I mean, Drake London. It was just high-scoring shootout. It was crazy. I proposed a trade to Jeff. Like, we were doing trade talks that day, and he offered me a trade, and I was like, I'll think about it. And it was he was going to trade me Darnell Mooney and Brian Thomas Jr. for my team, Terry McLaurin and J.K. Dobbins. I should have done it.
Yep.
I definitely should have done it. I was like, I'll think about it.
Yeah. I mean, Scary Terry's going to be great this year with Jaden Daniels, but...
yeah, I feel like he would have taken that with the stack or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he wants, for sure.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas
but I don't think he'll do it now because Darnell Mooney and Brian Thomas both boned, and J.K. was on bye, and Terry did okay.
Yeah.
Well, but, I mean, yeah, I'd probably have to pay up a little bit more.
He might do it.
Yeah, we'll see. But, yeah. Jaden Daniels doing great again. Tank Bigsby. Do you think Tank Bigsby is going to take over the starting role, or is it going to be a split? I'm honestly kind of scared of playing him next week. I don't think really he's going to...
He'll burn you, I think.
Yeah.
I think he just had a good
ETN's
game.
got the pass catching work. You know, if you're in a PPR league, like, still, like, it's more favored towards ETN. He did just have a good game, but I think
the Colts. It's just the Colts.
Huh?
It's the Colts, man. Everybody
still
in the AFC South can just bone the Colts on defense.
Passing or running or
running.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think season long, like, Bigsby has more value, but for right now, it's still more of a split. But it was just one of those games where you look at him and you're just like, holy shit. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's up with Wontavion Dix? He's got dick hands. Like, he's got dicks for hands.
Yep. They just got to be long enough to wrap around the ball.
He's got little chode hands. Like, he needs to go to a plastic surgeon and get elongation.
Yeah.
Get one of those curvy dicks. Just wrap around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little
uncircumcised so that the ball just slides right into the foreskin. Whoop.
I got hooks for dicks. Instead of hooks for hands.
It's like the X-rated version of Hook, you know. Like Robin Williams, but except who's the actor that plays Hook? He's got dicks for hands instead of a hook. You know, the Boo Box.
I don't know.
He's a famous actor, isn't he?
I just know Robin Williams.
Somebody in the audience, Brevin, listening to this podcast, send us an email with the actor that plays Mr. Hook.
Yeah, because we can't Google it.
Dude, that movie's like pretty
out.
Traumatizing, you know, when the Boo Box and shit, when they dropped like the spiders on the guy in the box.
I've never seen Hook.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good movie.
I was born the year it came out.
Bangarang, Rufio.
Looks
Rufio.
like
Rufio.
Oh, come on, Dustin Hoffman. You couldn't think of it.
Yeah. Well, at least I knew he was famous.
I just never seen the movie.
Rufio. That's a good one. You gotta watch it. Yeah. Any other players you want to talk about? Busts. Awesome dudes.
Since we're talking about dick hook hands, let's talk about busts. I don't know.
Imagine the loads if you had cocks for hands.
Basically, Devon Achan, he got injured, went out of the game. Wontavion Dix, Sam Darnold, everybody on my team that I'm naming right now. But
Sam Darnold did well.
He got 4 fantasy points. They won the game.
Shit. Sorry.
They won, but...
Dude, you know I spend 90% of this podcast talking on my ass, and usually I'm right. She got 4 points.
Well, I want to correct myself. Kyle Pitts, for some reason, I thought he did not catch that many balls, but because I was watching the replays of most of the games, especially last night because the delay, they were just showing highlights from every game. But I didn't know Kyle Pitts actually scored 15, but compared to all the other pass catchers that scored like 30, he did not do well with 500 yards passing of Kirk Cousins. He should have had more than 15 fantasy points. Anywho,
well,
Deebo Samuel scored 3 points.
Yeah. Can I say you're QB2? Darnold's your QB1? 2. Who's your QB1?
Jordan Love.
Oh, yeah. He's back. Your QB2 relative to my QB2 did well.
What'd your QB2 do?
He scored 3 points.
Nice.
Dandy Alton. Shout out. Although, I mean, yeah, I knew he wasn't going to do well against the Bears, but I thought he would win 3 points. He got pulled in the fourth quarter. He might not be the starter next week. It might be Bryce. I got to jump ship. I got to make a trade for a QB2 because it feels like being in the super flex league, you can't survive without a viable.
Oh, yeah.
The best teams have 2 really awesome quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's what it seems like. I mean, I don't know, but what were you saying?
Poopy players. Aaron Jones,
Yeah, Debo was
he went
poopy.
out, so Ty Chandler should be a good pickup this week.
Yeah, but he fumbled.
And then
He's fumble-rooski.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess just Seattle's offense did not do too well this week, so
Yeah, Seattle shit the bed against the Giants. They lost to the Giants. Metcalf had a crap game. Walker had an okay game. Who else? I don't know. Just surprising they lost to the Giants with Tyrone Tracy being their lead back and Neighbors sitting. But Slayton did well. But yeah, Neighbors, if he comes back, you can't start Slayton anymore.
mm-hmm.
We just had a lot of like players that boned and a lot of players that didn't. I think it was like a very even or a on-off split.
Yeah.
Either you crushed it or you didn't.
Jordan Mason didn't do too well. I wonder when Christian McCaffrey's going to come back.
Rescue CMC.
Yeah.
On the backpack, it says right there. Yeah, is he coming back this season? You don't know?
If I had to make a bet right now, I'd say no.
I don't think so either. How about Rushy Rice? They said that he could be out 6 to 8 weeks, and surprising because it's not a torn ACL or.
Yeah.
They're still not really sure. It's kind of weird, but I feel like it could be one of those situations where they just eventually rule him out. And I don't know. As a Rice owner myself, I wish they would just like say, yeah, out for the year, so I could just dump him.
Yeah.
Because I already have an IR spot being used up by Pacheco, and I wish I could free up that bench spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I might just do that anyways. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Pacheco might not come back the rest of this year.
I don't know who's.
The Chiefs are being assholes to you right now.
Yeah, either of them being likely to come back. They're about the same amount of likely, which is not very. Nico Collins with a hamstring now. He's week to week, so there goes my season.
Yeah. And he's doing great this season. He was your mainstay.
So that's like my picks 3 through 5 right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Bijan as my top pick is not doing anything. Breece Hall is really tanking.
Yep, doing his best.
You know
with
what's
Aaron
funny?
Rodgers.
Like I was deciding between Breece and Bijan for the first pick because I knew they were going to kind of be in my range, and I think I had those two, and I went with Bijan, and I was like, "Oh, who's going to be better? One of them's going to be good. At least one of them's going to be good. Maybe both are going to be good." But it turns out neither of them are very good.
No.
Algiers stealing work from Bijan, and Breece and the Jets' offense just kind of suck.
Mediocre at best,
Rodgers is
yeah.
not good for Bijan. He needs like check down work, and then you got Braylon Allen complicating stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, Breece Hall is just, it's tough to be. I didn't ever want to pick Breece Hall. I would have picked Bijan. I was on him for sure, but yeah, Breece Hall, it's rough. I have different kind of problems, you know. My top quarterback went out for a while, and you know I double stacked with Dontavian Wicks, and
The Packers are really looking. It's weird because before Love went down with injury, and even when he did, even with Malik Willis for a couple of games there, they looked still like really good on offense. I mean, you had like 3 viable wide receivers, but now like Dobbs is kind of injured and cranky, and Wicks has dicks for hands, and Reed. You know, Reed is still a boss.
Yeah, Jane Reed's my best wide receiver, but I mean, it's just because he gets tons of work. He's like getting tons of work.
Yeah, like one of those guys that just gets tons of work.
Yeah, lots of it.
A lot of, who am I trying to think of? The guys that get lots of work. Yeah.
That's it.
The workaholics. Yep.
You got to be fresh. And Wan'Dale Robinson, and he's been getting tons of targets, so it's like I better start putting him in my lineup, and he's 13,
Dude,
18,
how do you
16.
win in weeks? Like, I'm not trying to shit on your team, but like,
I don't know.
How do you win these weeks, man?
I don't know, man. Just getting lucky.
You like pick up Sam Darnold, and I don't know how you find these guys that just they're gonna like be good. You're like, I know Sam Darnold, he's gonna be good, but is he gonna keep being good?
I don't know. I just see something. I don't know. Maybe I see it, manifest it, and it happens.
How do we find a quarterback that is like sustainably good on the wire? How do we do that?
It's not easy.
I picked up Fields. He was not great. I dropped him. Then Jeff got him, and then all of a sudden he's good.
Yeah.
Jeff picked up DeAndre Swift, and he was great. I feel like just Jeff all of a sudden, like, his wife births a child, and he's like, I know how to play fantasy. Sorry, Jeff.
I was the opposite.
You always knew.
I think I've gotten worse since I've had children. But maybe it's just because
Yeah, baby Ivy needs to stop making beats and start giving you advice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean...
She's like, Daddy, Tyrone Tracy, goo goo gaga.
Yeah. What I was saying earlier before we started the podcast, I think it's just going to be streaky weeks, man. Like, people are just going to go off, and like Kirk Cousins in a standard league where you have one quarterback, nobody started him this week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're just going to have to deal with that stuff sometimes in a flex where a team explodes and there's nothing you can do, and you just got to take the L.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not as fun sometimes, but it is fun blowing somebody out.
Yep.
Like last week, I scored the most points in fantasy for our league, and this week I'm like second to last.
I think you're second to last.
Something like that. Third to last.
Well, I'm going to catch a dub next week playing against Gotham with 2 people on bye.
Mm-hmm.
I texted Gotham this week. Is like, hey, man, get Saquon out of your lineup. He's on bye. But I didn't text Austin.
He still started Anthony Richardson. Gotham did.
Yeah, he did. I just give up. I'm not going to text people anymore.
Yeah. Take the win. We need it.
I wouldn't text someone if they're playing against me. I need a win.
Yeah.
But I'll text them if they're playing against my opponent or playing against someone I'm competing with. Sorry, man. I'm cutthroat, okay? I've never made a fantasy championship, and I'm not going to make a fantasy championship playing honorably. Got to be an ass. Got to get dick hands. All right, let's move on to talking about some Vers. Some waivers. Oh, my back. Any kids out there listening, make sure you take care of your back.
Lift with your legs.
Live with your legs. And all right, speaking of workaholics. All right, waivers. Bubbly. What do you think about Tank Bigsby? How much would you spend on him fab wise? He's not available in our league.
80%.
80? 18.
18. Did I say 80?
Yeah.
Oh.
You did. 18?
18.
Barely legal, Fab.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew that was coming. But yeah, to be serious, like 5.
5?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, with ETN there,
You don't have to lie because he's on my team. You don't have to Jerome Ford it. You know what I mean?
Maybe 5. Yeah. I would rather have Tyrone Tracy.
Is Singletary going to play next week? As we both click furiously.
Well, probably.
All right. Here we go. So,
Probably he will be in next week. 7 Dingletary. But he's been in the league so long. Tyrone Tracy's
You ever had a
second
Dingletary?
year in the league.
dude, I had a Dingletary one time and I was like, never again. I'm shaving. Always.
Doesn't that like poke your butt?
When I shave it?
Yeah.
No, it's not like prickly like a pear.
No, I mean like the hairs get prickly after you cut them. When they grow back, it'll be like prickly and itchy.
Nah, not that much.
Wow.
Nah, maybe I do it often enough to where it's
You're a
fine.
champ.
I'd rather not get Dingletaries.
I don't get Dingletaries. They don't grow in my asshole. They just grow on the outside of my butt cheeks.
Your Dingletaries come out on the outside of your butt cheeks?
No.
They travel all the way out there?
I never had a
They
Dingletary
migrate.
in my life.
Well, I've had 7 Dingletaries.
Wow.
So what do you think about 7 Dingletary? Is he going to play? Or is he going to be in the bathroom the whole time?
Well, maybe before the game he'll get some scissors out and cut him off. But I think Tyrone Tracy has the skill to take over that
I
backfield.
think he's an NFL
with the
running
age.
back.
ETN is much younger, much more skilled than 7 Dingletary at this moment. In his
Yeah.
day, 7 Dingletary was great, but
Cool. ETN?
I like him. I like Tyrone Tracy more than Tank Bigsby.
Yeah. So you mean
At this
ETN
point.
and Bigsby will compete more than the other two?
Yeah, we'll split, and then I think Tyrone Tracy could take over the backfield if Devin Singletary gets more injured. You know,
Yeah. So how much fab would you spend on Tyrone?
probably 10.
Asking for a friend.
Probably 10 at most.
So Jerome Ford effect, multiply that by 2.5, so 25?
No, I really wouldn't spend.
10?
I'd do 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I need a running back, so I might have
You
to
do.
spend more just to make sure I get him. But
HN left the game with an injury, so
Jerome Ford will be useless in like 3 weeks.
with Chubb.
Chubb's coming back. He got put on that 21-day list, so if he doesn't come back in that 21 days, he's on IR the rest of the year. So
Yep.
he's got to come back, or they wouldn't do that.
Yep. Yeah, but you just don't believe Tyrone Tracy will be a fantasy viable running back this year? I mean, he would take over the backfield, but
He has a better chance of taking over the backfield, is what I'm trying to say, and that's what I like.
What is the
completely.
most useless fantasy backfield in the NFL right now?
Patriots.
I would have said, well, Ramondre is totally fantasy viable. No, that's not true. I would have said, the Panthers, but Chuba Hubbard is actually showing viability. So I would say the Giants. I mean, I don't know any other team with.
I don't know.
Maybe the Chargers. J.K. Dobbins lead back there, Gus, but we still aren't able to really tell there. But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the Packers. Josh Jacobs hasn't been great, and then that Eugene Wilson had one good game, but
Emmanuel,
Eugene.
Eugene. Get in here.
He won't be Emmanuel until he dies for our sins.
Eugene.
But yeah, I mean,
Emmanuel.
I guess the Chiefs. I mean, if you think about it, the Chiefs hasn't been that great of a backfield.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, that's it. That's the team with the crappiest backfield since Pacheco went down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been rough
because it's been a total timeshare.
Yeah,
where you don't want no one's viable.
Yeah,
at all.
Steele got 1.2 points tonight. I mean,
or maybe the Buccaneers. I mean, you don't really want to start White or Irving. I guess you would start White, but
yeah,
I don't know, that's a timeshare from hell too. But
how did CEH do tonight? I typed in CEH and I can't even search him like that.
Clyde. Yeah, Edwards Hilaire. Fresh Prince.
He did not play.
Yeah.
Even though he could have played. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm on Tyrone Tracy and you're more on Tank Bigsby. But I think they're both highly talented running backs.
No, man, I'm about even on them.
Yeah.
I'm kind of even on them. Like, I agree with you, but it's just, I mean, I would be more on Tyrone Tracy if Singletary wasn't coming back from injury, but he's coming back. I think he's a great insurance back if Singletary goes down, but I think they're both good for end of the year. Like, it's going to gradually go towards them, both of them, towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know. So, any other running backs, like, you think you want to pick up? Ty Chandler, if Aaron Jones is out.
Yeah, Ty Chandler's, he's
a fumble-rooski.
He's going to be a huge pickup for a lot of people. I wouldn't be on him, but yes.
You could probably get him for low fab because he fumbled.
He's going to get the work if Aaron Jones is out. That's the thing. But I just don't think he's highly talented as well as others. Does he catch passes? Yes. I mean, a few.
Yeah. What about my favorite guy,
Dare Ogunbowale?
I was talking about Lamir Zite.
I guess.
Zamir White. Bauer.
Madison got 10 points. He got a lot of work. 15 rushes. I mean, they're just not efficient at all.
No, they
suck. That offense is terrible.
Oh wait, yeah, that's the worst. That is the worst backfield in the game.
But not fantasy. They are the worst efficiency.
Fantasy, they are also too. Zamir White hasn't scored over like 8.
I guess.
Every game, and he's gotten like all the work. He's gotten all the opportunities. And there's not even an excuse of an injury to the main back like Pacheco. These two backs just suck.
Yeah. I think Dare Ogunbowale is like a low-key, let's see where this goes. So maybe next week you're picking him up, but he might break out this next week.
What team's he on?
Houston Texans. Joe Mixon was out this week. He's consecutively scored 15 and 14 points the last 2 weeks.
Would you throw Ogunbowale?
Yeah.
Would you throw a couple fab on him?
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. Yeah. Cam Akers?
He hasn't been the breakout guy for that team. It seems to be more of Dare.
Dare's getting the snaps?
Yeah.
Huh.
So it just depends on how.
I'll be Dare.
Mixon's going to get the backfield work once
when
he's
he comes back. Yeah.
So
Dare is just a temporary solution.
Pretty good in his stead.
Yeah, could be a 1 week filler for sure. I'd throw like 1, maybe 2 fab max.
Yeah.
Just because you don't get long term play with him. All right. Yeah. I think that covers it for running backs. I mean, Achan's backup. I mean,
Jalen Wright.
Yeah, Jalen Wright.
He's not very good.
2-3 Ys.
He's probably fast. You know, they're fast. Yeah, they like to draft those fast running backs, but he's not very good.
Raheem Mostert's healthy, right?
Yeah,
so.
He's back.
Yeah.
So he only scored 10 fantasy points though this week. The Dolphins' offense is going to be atrocious
it's bad.
until Tua's back. So
yeah, you don't really.
I'm not wasting any fab on Jalen Wright.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on then and talk about. I set this up very poorly. Talk about fantasy. Wide receivers.
Reading a rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends and new and ways to grow. Oh, reading a rainbow. I can.
All right, who's on your reading rainbow for? We just blew our listeners' ears out, dude. Brian's probably on his lunch break, and that came on, and he's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
God. Sorry, Brian. I just made you sound like Boomhauer in my impression of you. God, dang, what the hell? Down by we go.
Yeah. I guess just a few. I mean.
Dude, this is like so obvious when we're like looking shit up on the fly.
Well,
I guess click button click.
I mean, Keon Coleman's okay. He's kind of getting into his own. The Whittington with Cooper Kupp out, and he's the guy that is going to get most of the targets there. Tutu Atwell is always good, but he's not getting targeted as much, so I wouldn't trust it.
How about the big performers from Week 4? McConkey, he's probably rostered in 12-team leagues.
Oh, of course.
Trey Tucker, though, on the Raiders. And Devontae Adams isn't playing. Trey Tucker, he scored 15 points PPR.
Yeah.
I would rather throw fab on him than any of those running backs we talked about. I mean, if someone's going to break out, it is whoever's throwing passes to him sucks, but he's a wide receiver one or not, he is the one on that team, so that gives him like a baseline something at least.
Yeah. I mean, he's still got to share the field with Jacoby Myers, and he's always solid.
Yeah, that's true. But Jacoby was sharing the field with Devontae and wasn't doing anything either, right? So
yeah.
And then our guy, Olamide
Trey Tucker. You're looking at Week 4. Did you look at his Week 5 stats?
What week did we just play?
Week 5.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because now I'm 2-3.
4.6 points, Trey Tucker this week.
Yikes!
I'm sure in leagues that aren't so deep, we're looking at our waivers, but there's guys that are probably like Wan'Dale Robinson, like on my team that I started last week. There's people like that probably in waivers right now that people aren't really paying attention to how deep our leagues are on the regular basis,
Oh my God, Rashad Bateman scored 15.8. Fuck that guy. Yeah. And Juju.
I think Keon Coleman will start coming into his own. He's just now getting targeted around an average of 5 times a game. Maybe by the end of the season, a lot of people.
Khalil Shakir was out that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean it's a lot of tight end throwing there, and a lot of running by Josh Allen, and a lot of throwing to.
Bill's offense kind of sucks too.
It's not bad. They're throwing a lot. I mean, James Cook is just cooking.
Yeah.
This is the reason why. I mean, James Cook should have been one of the higher running backs picked this year. Yeah.
In a redraft, he would go way higher for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to the Patriots offense, except with a way better QB. but it's just similar.
Mm-hmm.
The running back is cooking. Yeah, with more fumbles for Ramondre. Yeah, so we did play 5 weeks. We have played 5 weeks. We have done that. And I'll just put some background music in this podcast. Maybe something like some metal or
Olamide
some
Zacchaeus. I think you should stack him, Jeff, with Jaden Daniels just because his name. Olamide Zacchaeus.
Yeah, Jeff, you got to pick him up. You're a Bible boy now that you're a dad.
What about Schuster, man? Smith-Schuster. In this New Orleans game. Did you watch most of it? I'm just now seeing the statistics on this. Targeted 8 times for 7 receptions at 130 yards.
Did you just recommend Juju Smith-Schuster to me?
Yes, I did.
Get out of my house.
It happened.
That's going to be the intro.
It's real. But that's a good intro. Get out of my house. I love that video.
Huh?
Of Harrison Ford and David Blaine or whatever his name is. The
magician?
Yeah, he's like, get the fuck out of my house.
Harrison says that?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Where he does a magic trick. It's hilarious, dude.
I'll check it out. Maybe I'll put it in the beginning. Yeah, man. Somebody's got to catch passes in that offense, wouldn't he? I'll go to Travis Kelce, or he's worth a spot on your bench. Sure, I'll say that.
I would do like 3 or 4 fab.
What about the Caveman though? Damn it, I was going to do a Caveman sample too. I'll just sing. That's not a. I'm thinking it's like a Caveman beat. Caveman beats are like tropical. Sound like a Caribbean, like marimbas or something.
Yeah, but with bones.
But with bones, yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the background you just hear, me, Cole Hardman. You, Schuster. Me, Cole Hardman.
Yep.
The Caveman.
That's what Patrick Mahomes gets to throw to.
Patrick Mahomes kind of looks like a caveman.
That's racist, bro.
No, I'm going to make that the intro. That's racist. Is he even black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
girlfriend's white.
His wife is white.
His wife. What is this, a new tongue twister?
Can black people not marry?
My wife is white. My white is wife.
I'm just kidding.
It's Kansas, or actually it's Missouri.
Missouri.
They've probably already gone back and outlawed interracial marriage.
Mm-hmm. At this point in America, maybe.
At this point.
But honestly, yeah, I would pick up Smith-Schuster. What about that awesome snag of Brian for like Kraft, that Tucker Kraft?
Dude, how did he do that?
He does that all the time. I don't know how he does that. He's like, last year, he's like, Nico Collins, I'm going to grab him.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Where does he come up with this?
I don't know. And Nico's ascension is crazy. But, like, because Nico was on the level of, like, Schuster or, Nicole Hardman, like, one of those just guys. But
who's McCole Hardman?
Oh, me.
Oh.
Me. Cole Hardman. Me. Cole Hardman.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Wait, what is the question? Oh, Tucker Kraft? No, not Tucker Kraft. Robert Kraft? Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft is the owner.
We were talking about
Patriots.
We were talking about massages.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alex owes you a massage.
He does, man. With a big old happy ending.
Yep. You got to get on that back, too. Have you ever seen
And my pussy and my crack.
Yeah.
My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Have you ever seen Dave and Whatever Need Wedding Dates with Adam Devine, where he, gosh, Kumani, the comedian.
Whoops, my bad. Just cut you off because I'm not interested.
He's like the masseuse, and she's on her honeymoon, or not her honeymoon. It's a destination wedding, and they're like, "You're stressed. You need to have a massage." And like, she like slips him some money, and she's like, "Give her, a good time or whatever." And Kumani's just like, he's like, "I will not penetrate her," and he like uses his naked body and like just massages her with it, and it's hilarious.
Adam Devine.
Yeah. It's probably one of the only funny parts of that movie. Some of them it's a pretty funny movie, but most was Zac Efron.
What's it called?
Dave and something Need Wedding Dates.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it. Damn, man, you're throwing out some media here. I got to check out Harrison Ford and shit. And yeah. So we're talking about Tucker Kraft. Like, yeah, man, how did he know to do that? Well, Luke Musgraves had to be injured, but like, how would you know to start a backup tight end
in that position? I don't know. He must have seen some statistics. I mean, the Packers played.
Yeah.
It's probably weak defenses, against the tight end position. The Packers were playing the Rams, so like he just knew where to target a guy.
Yeah, credit to him. That's how he gets over 200 points in a week. One of the strongest teams in the league. It's going to be a tough fight for the playoffs in our league because we got 4 really strong teams up in there. Although I think Mike and Matt are Jeff and Brian will finish 1 and 2, I think, and Mike and Matt will be the ones we can fight with for playoff spots. But yeah, it'll be tough. Yeah, so Tucker Kraft, would you put Fab on him? Would you bid a little biddy on him?
I don't know. Maybe. He only had 5 targets. He really has broken out these past 2 weeks. So maybe there's something with it, because the last 2 weeks Jordan Love has been back. Maybe he's been targeting him a lot, or not targeting him a lot, but a lot of plays have been designed for him in the red zone for those touchdowns. So yeah, maybe he trusts him.
Yeah, and if Musgraves is out too. No, I agree. Like the wide receivers, I mean, Dick Hands you can't trust, and Dobbs is like not playing, sort of. So could just be Reed and Kraft, and Love can definitely feed people. And it's the Cheese Factory. His name's Kraft, and they're the Cheeseheads.
Yep.
Damn, that means something.
Hit the echo chamber.
Shit.
It's a good time for that. It's a good time for that drop.
Dude, it is.
You can't have an echo chamber. The echo chambers are dangerous.
Hit the echo chamber. Like you're telling me to hit the showers. Like, hit the echo chamber, you fucking loser. Just walk into the echo chamber.
Reaffirm your biases.
I will. And I'm biased for Tucker Kraft.
Any streamers this week, quarterback wise? Since you're needing that QB2,
dude, you let me know, please.
Yeah.
We're both gonna be fighting over him.
I like Daniel Jones. Cincinnati has been. Numbers have been being put up against them like crazy. So he's playing Cincinnati next week. Daniel Jones, he should be probably the top streamed quarterback in deep leagues, like that need a quarterback bad this week. You can trust him, man. He does well in bad matchups. He does average when it's an average matchup, and he does poorly.
Average master.
You know,
What do you think,
about
playing
50% of the
Cincinnati?
time.
Yeah, no.
So,
Like playing Cincinnati, well, yeah, his bad games were against middling defenses, but no, I mean, I like it playing against Cincinnati. I think it's a pretty good stream. What about Bo Nix, who scored 27 points this last game, facing the Chargers defense next week?
he's a mirage. Las Vegas, dude. He played Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't trust him to score over 20 points on a regular basis.
No,
So,
dude, and look at that smile and those eyebrows. Total fucking
yeah.
electrical engineer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got, how many multimeters does he have in his closet? Probably a lot.
He does have that
Yeah.
rushing baseline, though. I mean, he's has 3 rushing TDs. For fantasy,
Yeah, he got fast, like rushing to class, carrying all his papers, spilling out of his backpack. Like, I'm gonna be late. Like, you forgot your DVDs,
dude, did you just go on like a rap line right there? That sounded
What?
like you were rapping.
What did I? What did I say?
Going to class, late for class.
Late for class with the paper spilling out of his bag. I gotta make it to the toilet. I gotta take a wee. Come back, boys. You forgot your DVDs. Dude,
That's a
you
good
got
one.
it. Yeah, no, I'll listen back. I'll check it out. Now I'm curious.
Yeah,
If I really lay down some bars there. Yeah, Bo Nix, okay. So he's a mirage.
he's playing the Chargers, who have been pretty good against quarterbacks. New Orleans is his next one after that. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't start him till he plays Carolina.
How about Trevor Lawrence? He had a good week against Indianapolis, but they're playing Chicago coming up, and I don't want to go with that at all. I mean, I would consider Trevor Lawrence a streamer, but I wouldn't play him against Chicago. We just saw Andy Dalton get 3 points against them.
Derek Carr
You know
might
what
be.
I mean.
Oh, he's injured.
Oh, Justin Fields gets the Raiders.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yep, and he's steadily doing better and better. I mean, he scored 34 points against Indy.
Maybe
in
you
week
do
4.
that trade with Jeff and tell him
I definitely have
to
been
add
thinking
Justin Fields and be like, I'll give you a little, Alex will give you a
little happy ending on the-
massage on the side.
Yeah.
Sweeten the deal.
Yeah, I'll tell Alex to. I'll sacrifice it. Alex can give me the regular massage, but then like save the happy ending for Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff gets he just gets the happy ending.
He just comes in for a hand job.
Yeah. It's a happy beginning and ending. It's just all one.
Yeah.
You know.
We need to do
Tom's
a
all
YouTube
rough.
video. Go to like a massage parlor. Is that what they're called?
I think so.
It sounds naughty just saying
It does,
massage parlor.
Because how many times you looking up massage porn online?
Not very often. But so you just go to massage place and then you're just
No,
like,
you lie.
hey, I'm here.
Oh, dude. I had them both queued up. I have them on 2
Dude.
separate channels, but they're the
sounded-
same button.
It sounded great.
Dude, that shit slaps.
It does.
Jesus.
That's good.
Ooh. That's why it's called Hit That.
Yeah. But we should be like, I'm here for a massage or a happy ending, but skip the massage, just get to the happy ending.
I'm just here for the ending. And God said on the 7th day, give me a hand job. So, what were we talking about? Quarterbacks streaming.
Yeah. Streaming. Yeah, Derek Carr might be okay next
Justin
week
Fields,
if he's
I
healthy.
will try to trade for Fields. We'll see. Derek Carr. Yeah. Tampa Bay. Yeah. Yeah. What about Staffy Matty? On bye.
He's good for 0 points next week.
Gotham, I think you should pick him up and start him.
What about streaming?
Man, Deshaun Watson. Oh man, but he's got like a good slate of matchups coming up.
You could trade for the cheap on him for
him,
sure.
Yeah, for him. I should. He's still got lawsuits coming on him.
Yeah. This time, like actual rape.
Yeah.
I think.
Resolved, huh? Well, great. Actual rape? You need not like massage parlor rape?
Yep.
Yeah. We're really going in on massages, this massage parlor stuff this week. Yeah. I mean, I could trade for him on the cheap if, like, it wasn't Mike. So, because I could offer Mike something, and Mike will be like, "Why do you want him?" Like, no, give me something more. Have you ever traded with Mike? Has Mike ever traded with anybody? I don't think it.
That's why trading is so hard. Everybody's like,
everybody's like, "Wait, you want this player? Then he must be good." So
yeah,
or like, "Oh, give me the." You suck trading with because you try to trade rape everyone, and you're like, "Oh, if it's not a rape, I don't want to do it."
Okay.
I at least try to offer some even deals. Okay.
Okay. Maybe you're true. Maybe it's true.
Maybe you're true.
What did I sent Matt one. I think I sent him like Rico Dowdle for somebody. Maybe not Rico Dowdle.
I think we could do a trade.
I tried to get Ayuk off of Jeff's roster before
he went
off.
Oh yeah. Would you trade Amon-Ra St. Brown for a Bijan? No, you probably wouldn't.
Nah.
No, that's a bad deal.
No, I would not.
Who would you trade for Bijan? You probably wouldn't. Would you trade Rico for Bijan? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. No, I'm overthinking it.
Rico's probably not going to have a good couple weeks here in the future, so I was trying to unload him. Now everybody knows my secrets.
Would you trade Jordan Love for Bijan?
Probably, yes.
I might do that. Actually, I would probably do that.
He's not been as good as advertised, and I feel like I could get it done with Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Well, he's got some good matchups coming up. I would probably do that, actually, because I'm really hurting for a quarterback. Even my QB1, CJ Stroud, is not. Yeah. So.
Streaming defenses?
Streaming defenses.
There's a lot of good options this week, actually. Seattle's got a game coming up.
Oh, okay. Wait, we'll use the last drop my last new drop. So, defenses.
Yeah, Seattle's got a game coming up against San Francisco, who actually hasn't been scoring as many points.
Seattle's defense? I thought you were going to recommend San Francisco's defense for a sec.
You could do both.
You could do both.
Yeah.
You can have it both ways.
You can have it both ways.
Damn.
Houston's going to be a good defense against New England this week. I would be hammering Houston's defense. They got good pass rushing, and that's a great matchup.
Mm-hmm. Denver's getting the Chargers this week. Denver's a good defense overall in general, so happy about that. What do you think about Buffalo's defense against the Jets?
Yeah, I'd do it because Aaron Rodgers has been pretty poor. Philadelphia's coming off the bye. You could probably pick them up off of your waiver wire because somebody had to probably drop them to play a defense. So they're playing Cleveland against Deshaun Watson, turnover prone.
Yep.
Philadelphia's got a good
call. Tampa Bay is at New Orleans. Not bad, but you could probably do better than that.
And the Chargers, they're playing Denver. Their worst outing this season was 5 points against Pittsburgh, but they've been doing pretty well. At least 8 points in the other weeks.
Yeah, you're really down on Bo Nix.
He's got good rushing upside, so that's probably good for.
Out of all those that you said, what do you like? What about Tennessee's? No, Tennessee's defense kind of sucks too, right?
Yeah.
Tennessee and Indy, you don't really. Both those defenses kind of suck, even though the offenses kind of suck too. This is a weird suck game. I like Philly's defense against Cleveland the most that you said there. I mean, like if you can get them, Cleveland's offense sucks. So, like, yeah. But you're 36% rostered, so wouldn't exactly consider them.
I like the Chargers.
Extreme.
I do like the Chargers against Denver. I mean, Bo Nix is gonna be turnover prone. He's a rookie. He's not.
Yeah.
He uses rushing too much, so anytime he passes is a good opportunity for a turnover.
Yeah, their offense is pretty bad.
Yeah.
And their running game, like, well, it's just all bad. Pretty bad. But, yeah. Anything, any other defenses, any other players talking about?
No. I mean, Miami has got to keep it pretty close, so they're going to be on bye next week, but Miami's defense has been playing pretty well. They just aren't getting turnovers. I'm talking out my ass. I should just stop talking. Just looking at defenses that might be okay to play, but
yeah, just listen to that sweet, sweet music. And the best things in life you find by accident. All right, we'll take us out. We got an ASMR? Something? How about ASMR Harrison Ford movies? Star Wars Episode 4.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Blade Runner. The Crystal Skull? You start with that shit? Alright, we're done here.
I knew it would piss you off.
The Crystal Skull, my ass.
Crystal.